But they had no water. He couldn't have stood there.
Did the CID ask you about sextortion?
They called me. In fact, the cybercrime unit, they called me. And up to date, they said that they are still doing the investigation.
Did they take your phone from you?
They took my phones.
Did they return it?
I haven't even had my phone since then.
Your phone is still with them?
It's still with them. According to them, they are not done
serious?
They are not done with the investigation. So my phone is still with them.
This about a month?
This about 2 or 3 months ago.
Since you were arrested on the road?
Since I was arrested the second time. The first time it had to do with national security. The second time. So what they were doing, this guy is NDC, like I'm saying. So she was just being used to get to me, just so they can have the information I have with them. And she has big men at higher places, Paul. Big men at higher places. You'll be so shocked.
I understand there's an important, very, very important operator in the Jubilee House who is on the blackmail list.
Not just one.
I know this one that shocks me.
Not
because
just
this guy is a very powerful man. Nobody's afraid of him.
Some of them
apparently he's on the blackmail list of this lady.
Some of them I know.
In Jubilee?
Yes, Jubilee House.
They are on her blackmail list.
Why do you think up to now they've not arrested this girl? Because as we speak, I have the Criminal and Other Offences Act here. I have with me the National...
somebody must report her.
No, somebody doesn't need to. It is in the full glare of the public.
Well, for the fact that the president has
revoked and the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police, what are they doing? When in actual fact people have been put behind bars for the same crime. If the girl doesn't have any big men at higher places, why is the girl still walking around free? When this borders on crime, and this thing must be nipped in the bud just so it will serve as a deterrent for other people not to get engaged in something.
I saw the young man. I saw the Jandam Taylor talk about me and Nee, some guy called Nee, whose name is on the Medical and Dental Council letter. I think he requested for the information. The guy who came to sheepishly apologize, that we never even understood it. He said, "Are you Paul Adomochi? You're going to? I don't Nee, but I've not seen him in a very long time." And apparently there was a conference call in Jubilee, and he said, "I've not seen Paul Adomochi anywhere." But that's how Kevin Jandam started. That you Paul, you are going to hire Nee is a small fry.
Oh, you mean Nee Amatefew?
Yes. So he thought that I had hired Nee Amatefew to put up that letter. Because when I saw the Medical and Dental Council letter, I forwarded it to my friends at GH1. That look, be careful. This your lady is not a doctor. According to what first I checked with Ghana Medical and Dental Council. Do you publish this? They said, yes, we did. It's from us. So I sent it to my friends at GH1. Look, be careful. This girl is not a doctor. I think this must have carried it on and it got to national security, and Jandam Taylor got to know that I sent it to GH1. So then he came on and said, so he was in all kinds of troubles because he works at Jubilee House. He's an NDC communicator. So he was in all kinds of troubles. And then they found out that, well, it's not that. Then they went on to Anefi. This guy, Anefi guy, young man, I saw his hospital at Sprinters Road doing so well. And I saw the videos historically of what Kevin Taylor had been saying about him, his father, his mother.
I mean, this idea of him roping in your father, your mother, like I'm saying, this guy is an assassin.
Yes, your wife.
He will come at you and go after almost every other person that is important in your life, just so they can impress on you and say, Paul, please don't talk about this guy again. So he uses that as a stalking trade to be able to get his way around. He did it to me. When he started this thing,
are numbered because legal action is nearing his home in Washington, D.C.
And
very close.
Well, you know that it's not just legal action. What people don't know is that this guy sitting in America, the soil of America, inciting tribes against Ashantis and all that.
I've seen those videos.
That is local terrorism. Using the internet to body shame women, coming after women, insulting them left, right, center. That is local terrorism. So there is something that we are doing behind the scenes, myself and my team.
It's important.
Where we've managed to get some people in higher places in America, where we've managed to put all those videos. We are petitioning the FBI, petitioning Homeland Security, for them to look into the activities of this guy. Because what he's doing, one day we've seen it before, the one that it happened. This guy comes to sit and say, all the other tribes, you see, Asantes are this, Asantes are that. When you see this person beating him, inciting, you cannot do that on the soil of America. And that is local terrorism. So we are working on something behind the scenes. But let's stick on this lady. This lady, Paul, what you guys don't know, she is a criminal. This editor story about sextorted, the nonsense they presented me, but they had no water. He couldn't have stood there.
Did the CID ask you about sextortion?
They called me. In fact, the cybercrime unit, they called me, and up to date, they said that they are still doing the investigation.
Did they take your phone from you?
They took my phones.
Did they return it?
I haven't even had my phone since then.
Your phone is still with them?
It's still with them. According to them, they are not
serious?
They are not done with the investigation. So my phone is still with them.
This about a month?
That's about 2 or 3 months ago. Give Kelvin Taylor a position, but because he has a warrant on him and he cannot be present, then he came in. You know, he's been in the country twice since the NDC wanted.
I know once.
Yeah, he's been here twice.
He's come again.
Yeah, he's come again, and he was protected again. He was protected again, and there was a meeting that was held at a place called Mangwasi in East Legon. Yes. There's a right.
Were you there?
You know this job. We pick information. So there's very authentic information. You can de-associate yourself.
Oh no, don't worry.
I'm saying
people meeting is not.
So there was a meeting held where Kelvin Taylor told a certain leadership of the NDC that this is a no power of attorney. He gives it to this woman in case they want to give him an appointment. This woman should represent him. That is how come they put her on the board. So no due diligence was done because it was Kelvin Taylor's appointment. And I'm sure you can tell from the way almost everybody in this government is as though nothing works unless Kelvin Taylor says it. The president is even taking actions because Kelvin Taylor is backing about it. So when it comes to issues of Kelvin Taylor and its associates, which as we delve into it, I'll show you, there is a criminal syndicate that has been built by this boy to the extent that they blackmail people in high places. But you cannot even do what ordinarily you're supposed to do when you are going to appoint somebody like this.
No, I don't get it. Blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail.
That's serious.
Which second
blackmailing?
Kelvin Taylor and this lady and quite a few other people.
Why did the people get? What did they do to be blackmailed? Why did they get themselves?
So this lady gets closer to people in high places.
How does she do that?
Of course, the same way he could manage his way to, her way to come and sit on GH1. Well, to think that your brother Bulawe could fall for her tricks and all that. Of course, you should know the girl has some level of IQ. And I've been with this girl before. She's my friend. We've been friends for quite some time. She is a smart woman. That one you can't take it away from her. She is very smart, except that she uses her smartness for the wrong things. So this girl can swindle her way through and get to almost every corner in this country, high places. I saw you reading a text. Yes, which you said that
it's not verified. So
no, but I am telling you that it's a trite knowledge. People who were on the campaign trail of the NDC knows that whenever they were calling President Mohammed's physician to come and take care of him, it was this lady they called from a very reliable source.
Well, I met President Mahama in UK with a doctor that I know. It wasn't her.
Well, but I'm saying that from a very reliable source. No, this lady was on the campaign trail of the NDC all through the campaign. So somebody was telling me that no wonder at some point the president's fees was looking.
She was on the campaign trail.
Yes, she was. She's a